everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I'm here with the layout number 7 using my Wild Hare Deluxe kit that I purchased for the month of January 2018 to do a kit review for. So the very first thing I'm trying to figure out here is actually because of a challenge that was issued to me, and I think it was... was it Jen? Oh, now I can't remember. Somebody challenged me, and now I really can't remember who it is. Maybe it was Jen. So somebody challenged me to use the sequence because I had made a comment that I just am not using the sequence very much. Someone challenged me to use the sequence in a shaker pocket. So the very first thing I'm doing is actually kind of creating a little pocket to slide in here, and it's taking me a little bit to do this. Now, I don't think I've ever made a shaker pocket in a Project Life spread before, but I am going to do it today, and I'm going to use just a part of these. I don't even think I used half the sequence. I could have definitely made a much thicker shaker pocket, but I thought it'd be kind of nice to go ahead and leave it the way it is here. And slide this little pocket into the page protector. So I am actually stealing this idea from, I think it's Dee who does this, well, one of the ones that I watch that does this, and I think her YouTube channel is Dearly Dee, if I remember correctly, and she just always takes a little piece of packaging and it makes a little shaker pocket out of it and then slides it into her page protector. And I don't have a fuse tool or anything like that, so I mean, I know if you do have a fuse tool, you can fuse the top of your pocket together, but I just don't have a fuse tool. And also you could stitch across the top. I've done things like that before, but I just thought for the sake of the ease of doing this Project Life spread, I would just put the shaker pocket in there. So I've got all my photos and cards laid out here, and I'm going to be using the 4x6 because I don't have any 4x6 photos. I'm actually using a piece of white cardstock in each of the 4x6 pockets, and I will be creating a white border around each of those little pockets. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of paper left here, but it's all scraps. It's all pieces that have been cut apart. I only have one 12x12 sheet left, and that's actually what's going to be used in my next layout. So I'm going to keep it intact as a full 12x12 sheet. I don't even think it makes an appearance in this video because I knew it was not going to fit with my color scheme. And that's that large pink and red sequence heart paper. So for this particular layout, I'm really sticking with kind of the neutral tones and the blue tones. And there's a lot of that left in this kit because I've used different kind of color schemes for different layouts that I've done over the last couple weeks. So I'm just trimming these down so I can have my little white border around each of those. And I love this paper. I think that's my favorite paper in the entire kit. And I haven't really used the other side. I haven't used the flowers, but they are beautiful. I just, for whatever reason, haven't used those yet. I've always used kind of the teal background paper, which has almost like a doily looking print to it. So I've got the basis of my layout down here. Again, it's very, very blue, but that also kind of falls in line with the photos. So that bottom right photo is a picture of Kaylin putting the last piece into a puzzle piece, and I had done a filter on that photo that's I don't remember the name of the filter that I used, but it's like it makes it kind of antique-y looking, but it has the blue and gray tones to it, not the brown antique-y tones that you sometimes see. Plus I have a ticket here, and it's of course a Carolina basketball ticket where the boys had went to, I think it was Ernest and, actually I don't remember who it was that went to that basketball game, but anyways, I documented the ticket here on this layout, and it actually works really well because it's got of course the Carolina blue, but it's got these kind of reddish purpley tones, and that really matches the sequins. And then I'm going to put my Wild Hare Kit's logo up here at the top, and that's just from the packaging from where I had purchased the kit and unboxed it. So I thought that would be kind of nice to include in this week of Project Life because this was the first time that I actually back into my kit review series for 2018. I took a break in 2017, but I did it in 2016, and I really, really, truly enjoyed that. Plus something new this month, and I just haven't gotten around to doing a scrappy chat for February, and maybe I won't get around to it for February. This month seems to be flying by so far, and I've been sick for a good portion of it. But as you can see, I am staying up with my Project Life. I am doing it weekly here in 2018, which is very new for me. I've always done it monthly, but I am doing just a one-page spread for the weekly photos. And because of that, though, I'm really capturing a lot more of what's going on throughout the year versus just the big events. And that was kind of my goal. I wanted to make sure that I am capturing more than just the big events, because we've had a lot go on in the last couple years, and I love my albums, but it only captures the highlights, or only has thus far captured the highlights. So this year I wanted to do something a little bit different and capture more of the everyday, like doing the puzzles, and the Ernest had washed his car and it's sitting in the driveway, and things like that, like my kit review series. I wanted to capture the everyday, and there's not a whole lot that went on this week. As you can see, there's not that many photos. One thing I really do need to work on for 2018 is my photo taking, because I realize that by the time the weekend comes, I have 1 or 2 photos in my phone. I don't have very many photos. Luckily, Ernest likes to take photos, so I steal some of his photos, which, I mean, they're all on the computer, but I take some of his photos and use them in my project life. I also try to include a lot of ephemera, such as the ticket and the logo from my Wild Hare kit. I also stole this picture. Well, I didn't steal it, but I copied this picture from Facebook. There was a picture that someone had taken of the city of Raleigh with the snow, and that's what that bottom left photo is. So I had just taken it and printed that as well. And so I'm just using things like that here in my my project life, which I'm really excited about, because this is really something different for me. I've been scrapbooking, I believe, since 2013, I think is the year I started scrapbooking. And I have albums back to 2013, and I've done layouts from before that time period and started albums for like pre-2013. But project life has really kind of been in my, like, I don't know, in my life for about 4 or 5 years now, and this is the very first time I'm actually doing it weekly, and I really truly enjoy it so far. I just hope that I stay up on it, but I mean, thus far, as of today, I've got my photos printed through the last complete week, because I'm actually recording this voiceover on a Saturday, and the weekend's not over yet, so I haven't planned out the project life for this week yet. But I've got photos printed through last week. Plus, I'm also catching up on my 2016 album. I just ordered all of those photos, the 4 months that I had incomplete. I ordered those, and then I'll be working on catching up in 2017. So if I stay up on 2018 and then I catch up on the other years, I will be extremely happy. I do a lot of scrapbooking, as you guys see. I post usually about 3 videos a week. Now, they're not all exactly scrapbook layouts, but I also don't have 12 layouts a month per month in my album. I may have 4, or I may have 18. It just kind of depends on the month. Some months are heavier than others. There are certain months in 2017 and 16 that only had 2 layouts, so it really just depends. I've really got to work on my photo taking, because I do want to capture more than what I sometimes do. Life gets busy. Like, we've been sick here recently, and I haven't captured much at all, but things have been happening. I just haven't been feeling well, so I haven't been taking a whole lot of photos. So in doing the weekly, I have really enjoyed making title cards. I like doing filler cards. And I'm not doing like week 1, week 2, or anything like that in here. When I do my planning in my little notebook, I put week 1, week 2, and all of that. But on my actual Project Life pages, all I'm doing is the dates. And I'm really loving pulling out a whole bunch of different alphas to include. So up here on this top one, I just cut a part of one of the cut apart cards, and then I'm just going to mount it on some of the cardstock here. And I had cut out the top of that 3x4 card, and so it says number, date, that it has a place for you to mark either yay, nay, or please explain. So I had put one kit of 2018, like number 1 kit of 2018, and it says date January 2018, and then I put yay with a check mark, and I put that up here on this top card just to kind of notate what exactly this is, and I'll know what that is. Especially since YouTube is such a big part of my life right now. And then on this one where I had done the journaling, I just put tons of snow, gave us lots of time in the house playing games and doing puzzles. And I put a high 5, and it snowed like 2 weeks in a row here in North Carolina. So I had just captured that, and then I think it's the next week after that you'll actually see a lot of photos of us playing in the snow. Now, I recently got these alphas from Ellie's Studio, and I am so loving them. Now, if you like tile alphas, these are an awesome size. But what's even better about them, and I had mentioned this, I believe, in the comment section on one of my videos last week, was that these alphas are extremely sticky, and I sometimes have a difficult time finding alphas that are sticky enough. A lot of times you have to reinforce the alphas, especially the little ones, it seems. You have to reinforce the alphas. Not on here. These LA Studio alphas are extremely sticky and extremely awesome. They're a really nice thick material. You don't have to worry about really the alphas ripping. I had no problem getting them off my sticker sheet, and they're just really awesome. I'm extremely impressed with them, and they're fairly new to the shop. There are a couple colors. I got a set of 4 here. I think if you ordered, it was like a special, if you ordered something, you got the set of 4 at a discount price or something like that. So I definitely have those, and I love them, and I'll probably be picking up every single color that she starts carrying in her shop. LA Studio has some really awesome prices. Especially if you catch when the sales are, a lot of times if you order this, you'll get this at a discount, or if you spend $25, this will be free. So I highly recommend paying attention to that website and paying attention to just the products that go on sale, because her products are really versatile, especially to mix into kits. Like these little alphas are perfect for this kit. And if for whatever reason, if this kit didn't have enough 3x4 cards, the LA Studio cards would have fit really well with the color scheme here. So I'm just kind of fiddling around with the last little bits here. I didn't actually use any of the die cuts. I used a few of the chipboard pieces, and I used a lot of the papers, cutting apart the papers and using the papers in different ways, cutting embellishments out of the papers, and I used enamel dots, of course, and finished up that enamel dot sheet that I had used. But other than that, I really just focused on the papers. I'm just gonna continue to repeat myself. I really like this kit, how well it was put together to my taste, and I just really enjoy using papers. I've always kind of felt that you can adapt different papers and stamp on papers and cut papers apart, fussy cut things, and really use them as embellishments on your layouts. And that's kind of what I did. Just finishing it out here, and I'm just putting a new puzzle down here, and that's going to be the last caption that I include on this layout. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you check out the description box below for my resource guide if you're interested in learning more about the Wild Hare kits. There's also a discount code going through March 1st if you were to purchase your own kit. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye.